Hello. It's back to the basics. This is season 2, episode 6. So we need to talk about low self-esteem. Yes, before we can talk about anxiety and depression, we need to talk about low self-esteem. So first of all, we need to establish what actually is low self-esteem. You know, I went on psychologicaltools.com. Wanted to really get a good definition of actually what is low self-esteem. So I went on psychologicaltools.com, and here's what it says. It says low self-esteem means not thinking much of yourself as a person, or not holding yourself in high regard. Let me keep going. If you have low self-esteem, you might not feel confident or capable, may feel anxious, and may criticize yourself harshly. Yeah, this gets into perfectionism and all that other lovely stuff. Psychologists think that underneath feelings of low self-esteem are the negative beliefs and opinions we hold about ourselves. Which I would say is true. But to make it even more clear, your self-esteem is the opinion you have of yourself. When you have healthy self-esteem, you tend to think positively about yourself and optimistically about life in general. So, again, there's a lot going on here. We know about coronavirus. I'm going to get into that, but you know how that is affecting people as far as anxiety and depression. So I said, well, let's just start with having a healthy self-esteem to identify what low self-esteem is. So there are 4 components of our self-esteem. The first one is self-confidence, or feeling of security. And this goes back to, my goodness, all the way back to childhood, really. It goes back to feeling love and having our needs met. And this is mostly, of course, definitely as far as whatever a person's home environment is. This is where self-esteem develops. I'm not a mental health professional. I'm just a medic. So we are having issues, you know, particularly if you're having thoughts of suicidal ideations or anything like that. Please seek help. Reach out to, first of all, a trusted individual that you can talk to, and seek help. Please seek help. Okay, so self-confidence, it goes all the way back to the home. Everything starts in the home. So identity is number 2, because y'all know Spreaker shoot, I only got 15 minutes. This is the knowledge we have of ourselves. So identity actually runs deep. Some people confuse identity with what they do. See, I'm a medic. That's what I do. That's not who I am. So identity is part physical as far as your body image, but it's also social as far as if as far as what groups you're involved in or activities. There's also, of course, spiritually and emotionally. So identity runs deep. It's not your job. more than that. I mean, if your identity is in your job, and then if you no longer can do your job anymore, man, you are in trouble. That is a no-go. So number 3, again, building off of self-confidence and identity, there's a feeling of belonging. And this gets into social, building off of identity as far as your family, your friends, like if you did sports in school, if you were also in any clubs in school, and also if you were a part of any fraternities or sororities. The feeling of belonging. This is why some people, they become gang members, because shoot, that right there may be the only family or sense of belonging that they have. So I'm not condoning it that it's right, but I'm just saying it is what it is. Getting down into the 4th one, a feeling of competence. So with competence, that involves life experience. Every day we're learning new things, if you really want to, tell the truth about it or not. It just comes with life experience. You experience new things and you find out what your strengths and weaknesses are. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses. Everybody has success and they have failures. It's all a part of life. Now, getting into this low self-esteem, as we tie it all together, all of these 4 components are important. And let me go back to competence. Let's see, competence, when we start talking about strengths and weaknesses and success and failures and attempting new things, you're getting into motivation. Whether if that motivation is internal within yourself or external, coming from someone, a coach or a mentor, it still involves that element of motivation. Which also goes into a sense of pride, which also promotes a positive self-esteem. And the feeling of, oh, here we go, this word, let me see. Ooh, y'all know I've been out of school for a minute. It looks like the word efficacy. Oh, man, I think I pronounced that right. Okay, cool. And the thing about self-esteem is it does change over time. It can wax and wane. Adolescence, whenever you start hitting puberty and all that stuff, just all over the place. But it's all good. It's all good. Let me see how much time I got left. Okay, wonderful. We got 6 minutes. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, here we go. Okay. Just getting a little bit into my situation, it's common for people to struggle with self-confidence. People come from various backgrounds. Some people come from a single parent home. Some people come from a nuclear family. They have both parents, and that's a blessing. Some people come from an extended family or blended family. But the main thing is, childhood is very sensitive. And you know what? Even as an adult, you need that feeling of security. It doesn't matter whether if you're a male or female. Security, and feel safe. And to not feel like you're in a volatile atmosphere of feeling like you have to almost walk on eggshells. You can't be yourself. That's important. Childhood is just where it starts. As far as, love, the needs met, self-confidence. Getting into identity, again, it's not what you do. It is who you are. I encourage anyone out there to seek a higher power and find out who you are and what your assignment is before you leave this dimension. Because it's deeper than just a job or what it is that you do. And it's even deeper than what it is that you're good at. My assignment is to encourage people. And who I am, I'm an advocate. I'm an advocate for the people. I'm a cheerleader. This is what I do. Who I am. See, there I go. The feeling of belonging. Going again over number 3. That's so important. I'm telling you. Sometimes, you can be that party one, but man, that gets lonely. As an INFJ personality, oh yeah. I'm that rare purple unicorn, walking contradiction, as most literature describe INFJ personalities. And yeah, I'm just like that lone wolf out there. So I'm just saying, for all the INFJ personalities, being out there on that island and get pretty lonely. Isolation, that's one of those big signs of depression. And I know, because we absorb energy and emotion all the time, and we need to get away from people to recharge. I got it. But you can't stay away for too long. You gotta do what you gotta do and come back and face the music. And number 4, competence. Again, that comes with life experience. We're all going to have success and failures. It just comes with experience. The thing is, just don't try something once or twice, and then if you are unsuccessful, just quit. Have be persistent, be consistent. I'm telling you, this is exactly why the tortoise beat the hare. It wasn't because the tortoise was fast. Shoot, the hare was fast, but the tortoise was consistent. All the tortoise did was he just kept putting one foot in front of the other, while the hare, well, he stopped to take a break and whatever else. And then by the time he's like, oh my goodness, I got to get going. Well, hey, the tortoise had already crossed the finish line because he was consistent. He didn't let him stop him. But the main thing is to get out of this one is to realize that you are valuable. Whatever your strengths and weaknesses are and your talents, you have something to contribute to society. So, you don't have to be a celebrity or a public figure to do that. Ordinary people make history all the time. And that's why and that's what this one is about. Is, and sometimes you have to encourage yourself. You have to be your own cheerleader. You can't wait for other people to pat you on the back or even push you forward. You just got to do what you got to do. Build self-esteem. Get out there and get out of your comfort zone. Just do it. Yeah, you might look like a fool. It's all good. And learn to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously. This will help you develop a high self-esteem. You listen to Back to the Basics, Season 2, Episode 6. And my time is just about up, y'all. I love you.